Hello everyone, my name is Kendall Bourbon, and today I'll discuss my presentation on my professional growth plan as an educator. So I'm going to introduce, for presentation, I'll discuss about the Master's program I'm in right now, as well as the Connecticut teacher certification requirements, high expectations in certain areas, teaching practices, and professional learning goals. So currently I'm a graduate student at Grand Canyon University in College of Education. The minimum credits are 47, and the hours for practicum hours are 104 hours. The courses last for 6 weeks, and it is mandatory. Again, this is mandatory 404 hours, practicum hours during the program. There are basically 7 days of student teaching during the program. Also got to mention that there's at least 14 courses to take during the program. For certification in requirements in Connecticut, you will have to attain a bachelor's degree from Credit University, complete and improve educator preparation program, pass certification tests based on content area, and submit a state application, as well as doing fingerprinting. So the expectations of communication is that I will set clear expectations on behavior from both students on the first day of school, use visuals and real-life examples to increase student engagement, check up with your students based on emotional or social skills, create an inclusive environment where students feel welcome, verbal praise to students who actually follow expectations, as well as praise for those who put effort in, and basically family communication to help students improve what they need to work on in the classroom. So the expectation in technology is that you have to ensure that every student has access to technology, both inside and outside the classroom. I'm learning about understanding and technology of how to use it, teach students about using Chromebooks, also integrate educational apps into the instructions so students can have extra practice to work on their skills for the classroom, as well as teaching students how to be responsible for their part during technology, and how to use technology and how it impacts today, right now, in society. For expectation of code and ethics, I'll set high expectations for students to follow, be respectful, kind to each other, enforcing inclusive, warm, welcoming classroom. Again, inclusivity is very important to the educational world, where students feel welcome and supported by the teacher, and they could thrive from there. Also discussing students the importance of making the right choices and decisions, as how their choices will impact them in the future. The expectations in professional standards practice. So I review state standards for instruction, as well as any additional updates, modify instructions to meet the learning needs of all my students, as well as carefully reading feedback from my instructors of how I can apply them in future instruction. So expectations for law and policies that I'll become familiar with mandates, child laws to ensure my students are always safe. Again, child safety is very important in the classroom. Research and educate myself in any laws that relate to my profession. Becoming familiar with my school policies, especially, which is very important, as well as staying up to date with any laws that can impact my profession, as well as the educational field. Some reflections on student practice that I'll analyze assessments, both formal as well as informal assessments, classwork, tests, quizzes, etc. I'll love to be observed by peers to discuss how I perform in the instruction, and understand how to use my feedback to improve my instructions for the future. I'll also use standardized test scores to learn what level my students are and how can I improve their test scores, and also include them into my future instructions. So my learning goals is classroom management, where I'll learn to create a really strict structured classroom on day one. I'll take some time to plan aside to discuss what I plan for my classroom and how it look like. I'll set up expectations for the first day of school, and also help my students help my students to create expectations of what rules they can write down for the classroom, as well as how they can follow them. It also gives them a sense of responsibility of what they need to do to follow the rules of the classroom, and also have them write down, sign their name to show that they read the rules as a contract. I'll also establish a classroom environment where students feel welcome and supportive, to show that, hey, you're somebody, you're being supportive and welcome to. It's full of confidence and support. Another learning goal is communication, which is also very important too. So I work on pacing myself, as well as building clear communication with my students, as well as parents and faculty members. I will love to hold classroom discussions to discuss what they learned during the classroom, as well throughout the day, and ways to improve themselves as motivation talk. I also believe building strong connections and communication with students to make sure they understand my voice as I teach to them. And I also like to use my strong communication to work with families to build support, as well as ways to help the students in the classroom. So again, thank you so much for taking your time for the presentation. I appreciate that, and I wish you guys good luck for the rest of your program. Thank you.